to really win.
Yeah, if they take Liang off the cards, again, like you say, it's going to be very, very difficult for the side of BTR to come back. But I suppose that's going to be the majority of here for John Q, right? Just going with the Unruly Blade, maybe soak up all the damage, and then a Psycho comes out of nowhere and just suppresses them, right? So try and burn them down, burst them down as fast as possible.
And Zhang Q is already taking quite a bit of damage here.
Yeah, up into the Clash lane. He's not having a fun time here.
Yeah. But they do get that reverse right, so that is going to help him amplify his farm. At the same time, look, the Tusk Boars on the side of Vitality stolen away by Neil. So that's a good start for them.
Yeah, trying to get the Princess Frost just a little bit ahead. Try and get those 3 skills going on. There's Psycho, just trying to do a bit of damage onto Arn. Arn's been left alone in the farm lane all on his own, but he's a big boy. He can handle himself.
For now, right? It's not an ideal situation because Zan definitely can have the burst potential onto Arn. And First Blood may be coming.
Muchi gets the wind slash hit onto him as well. Is he going to be able to survive? Okay, the child comes through as well.
Just in the nick of time there. And Vitality, they survived what was a simple but maybe very costly mistake.
Very, very, especially if they'll get the first blood as well onto the side of BTR.
No.
But okay, DL Wang does go into it. Is now on top of Zed, and he just forced the flash. Okay, the Koi Tides do come through as well. Oh, he's going to be first blood. It's going to go over to Dao Dao as well.
Yep, and they don't even get the kill onto Wen. Sea of Fate actually sends her back home just in time. And right now, Zhang Q not looking too healthy here. The farm is going to be dwindled down for the side of BTR as Vitality. They want to establish more control.
Keke up into the top lane gets a kill as well. The Mulan is showing its true colors.
Yeah, I think Mulan is a 1v1 beast, especially when she hits 4. The changing of skills and the control and burst is really hard to handle. And Tufts is not going to have an easy time in the laning phase now.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of these players haven't played many games Mulan as well. Also, I feel like that's like a bit of a disadvantage for them. But this engage here, yes, to force the flash of Zan, and he's able to get out of there. But Psycho going down, and it going over to Dao Dao as well is a big bit of gold going over to the side of Team Vitality and their jungler. And then Keke just following up saying, guys, don't worry about it. I've got a second kill here. Oh. An maybe very close to getting taken down there. He's saved by Muchin once more.
The timing of Muchin's rotations are really on point. If Muchin was not there, they would have heavily dove in, and An would not be in this situation right now. And look, Tufts, he's not having a good time.
He really isn't. He's very struggling to keep up with the Mulan here, but Keke is definitely playing it to a T.
Yep, right now, as long as Keke doesn't have his flash, I think Tufts still has a decent time of surviving, right? But that's not the news you want to hear as a Bigatron fan, right? Right now, it's really what kind of advantage can they squeeze across the map, because they're starting to trail in terms of EXP, they're starting to trail in terms of gold. It's not the biggest gold difference just yet. It's about 100 gold. So right now, it really is, can they play the map well?
Suppression. No. We do see the Unruly Blade come through, but it is going to be Wen bringing in the Eye of the Whirlpool as well. Straight on top of the side of BTR. That Psycho kneel down as well. John Q going to be joining his boys in the graveyard. It is a 3-1 trade for Team Vitality. A vital kill going over to Arn as well. Tubbs looking like he has to retreat between these turrets, or else it's no holds barred for the side of Team Vitality. Zan does actually rotate around as well. Will they get any more kills? Trying to get this done onto the Fang there is going to be the focal point of this, but Arn is hitting hard with the HoK for now.
Wen was just unbelievable with that play. They actually timed the HoK Burning Sun arrow and summoned him right after he hit with the Eye of the Whirlpool.
That was a nice try. A nice try there by BTR trying to steal that crucial kill theft from the Tyrant, but it wasn't quite up to scratch. It seemed that Team Vitality pretty much worked that down very quickly, looking to help themselves to the enemy jungle as well. But okay, getting caught out here down into the farm lane is going to be on.
Yeah, finally getting that combination right? So Psycho as well as Neil, the ideal combination for them was to actually just lay down control, allow the prison to be used, have the lockdown as well, and I mean, Tufts wasn't really required at that particular combination itself. They would have gotten the kill nonetheless, but it's something of a recovery farm, right? They need as much limiting of resources as possible to the side of Vitality, because Bigatron, they are not having a good control of the map at this point.
No, I mean, they're able to trade the T1 down into the farm lane, so it's a little bit of a start here for Bigatron Esports to actually try and get a foot through the door, but they've got to do more than that. They've got to try and slam somebody's foot in terms of team vitality in that door as well. But yes, the gold lead is still very much neck and neck. Team vitality only ahead by a few hundred gold, which they want to be making sure they get farther ahead, and it looks like Zan is trying to do that here. We're trying to push this T1 into the clash lane.
Yep, it's going to be a base. It's going to be a race here, right? So both teams taking the T1s on corresponding lanes itself. Now the question is, who is going to be the first one to try and make the defense, right? Then we will see where the difference is going to be in terms of the actual man power going into this fight.
Yeah, it's as if like both teams are trying to call each other's bluff. It's like, hey, I'm not going back. Are you not going back? No, I'm not going back. Well, I'm going to keep going. Dowdow here taking the T2 down into the farm lane, using the either Warpool into the mid there. Koitoid's coming through as well, catching out ZhangQ. That means that we might see Doom fall down pretty easily into this team fight. The Gal's Benediction comes through, but it's not going to be enough healing for the side of BTR. And Moochin gets that takedown on Tufts as well. Dowdow looking might be getting caught out there, but he's able to leap to safety, but that's not enough. Zan's not happy. He might get the damage over time here onto Dowdow, and it is enough to claim a kill. So a 2-on trade for Team Vitality.
But that's a sacrificial play that makes a lot of sense for the side of Vitality. Now they have access to all the different camps in the jungle. Now, of all the different camps, it is the Azure Golem that's going to cost them quite a bit, because ZhangQ does require a bit of mana and cooldown reduction as well to be fully effective in the team fights. Now the fact of the matter, it has gone into the hands of the side of Vitality.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely, as a Dune main, I know how crucial that Azure Golem is for my pick there, but again, Team Vitality are just making sure they get these little kind of victories here and there, even though they're getting quite big seismic victories as well within this game 5. They've got to make sure that they get the little ones as well. But again, like you said, it's a sacrificial play here from Dowdow, just driving BTR away from those camps.
Yeah, it's a very uncomfortable situation for the side of BTR, because if you take a look at the fights, right, when Vitality has all the common spells up, they don't do... Bigatron doesn't do well against. There's too many escape mechanisms coming in. Sea of Fate, they have a lot of stuns control. Hang on.
Moochin there. He's able to use the Unending Sorrow there. He's getting the kill onto Psycho. BTR is though down one member already. Dowdow making sure work of ZhangQ as well. That is the Dion way that we know and love coming through. That's the 3rd tier jungle item being built for Dowdow, and they're looking to take this T2 once more.
And that's what's so scary about this draft, right? Look at the global map presence that they have. The rotations are really just super quick on the side of Vitality. And if there is trouble, Sea of Fate is just going to send anyone relevant back to the home base here.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what just happened there as well. It was Wen taking his own free ride ticket back to base. But Team Vitality are now 26k to 22 on the side of BTR. We see that KK is having to just take a short trip away from his team just to clear these minion waves up. It's not even a 10-minute match. The Shadow Tyrants aren't even up, and Team Vitality are definitely just having ham with the side of BTR's jungle.
Yep, and we have not seen the defensive items coming out from An as well. I think An will probably go for that Cuirass or Savagery, so just to increase his damage but survive the fight as well. And it's going to be a difficult situation for ZhangQ, because ZhangQ wants to tank up the fights, but he needs to be able to set the fight for the team. Zen, on the other hand, needs to be in an appropriate position to get the burst in. So Neil needs to, work in conjunction with him. But right now, because of the growth and the lead that Vitality has, I don't think they're gonna have an easy time getting those Frigid Prisons down. Like, even a combination of control from Psycho to allow Neil to land that Frigid Prison, it's not gonna have any value, because Vitality can just turn it around at any instant.
Yeah, I mean, the way Neil's playing this Princess Frost is not quite up to the same scratch as Mitsura earlier, right? I mean, he's definitely trying to land those trick shots. It's not quite hitting where it needs to. But oh, what is it? Is that Burning Sun arrow onto Psycho? No suppression for you. Go back to jail. And there we go. Neil getting caught into the thick of it is going to be Keke just using his dash in as well. Not even using the flash.
Yeah, and right now, it's just Moochin providing so much value. So the range of the stuns coming in from the Mournful Temple, just making so much value, along with the Howling Wind as well. This T3 is done for.
Yeah, so much control
Nice
coming
done.
up to the side of Vitality. We might have one more team fight on our hand there. Mujin gets the kill, the high ground turret, as well. So that's already the base opening up as well as the T2. It looks like Team Vitality are just looking to close this one out in a moment's notice. But they're just putting pressure on. They may go for these neutral objectives as well.
Definitely. I mean, at this point, we might see the double neutral play here, but An
Oh,
also
either
use the flash.
come through as well. Dao onto the back line, onto Neil. There is suppression coming through. Dao going to fall down early part of this team fight. Winter is here, has already been exhausted. KK getting the kill onto John Q as well. So that is already a 2-0 trade for the side of Team Vitality. Looking to push this high ground turret down, goes on as well. That's a 3-0 trade for Team Vitality as they push the high ground turret into what could potentially be the match point. And it is looking like it's going to be a ferocious ending here for Team Vitality. Semi-final.